For today's video, we will review my round 15 for AFL Fantasy and how we went. So we scored 2,168. We dropped in the ranks. I think we were 340 last week. Now we're about 380, 389 now. So a little bit of money in the bank. Our trades for last week were, I thought it usually shows here. I don't know how to bring it up, but our trades were Whitfield in for Markov. Should have traded out Porter, but we were just doing break evens. Yeah, expected a bit more from Porter, so that was a mistake. Should have been Porter out, but that's fine. And then our other trade was we downgraded a rookie. I think we traded Dev down to Amadi, and that failed, so we lost points there. But yeah, we fielded Amadi. Yep, so that was we lost points. Lost about 30 points there, but going Whitfield over Markov got about 50 points. So we only got about 10 points from those trades, but we did move forward in our upgrades, which is fine. So in defense, apart from Lloyd, who's been an absolute disaster starting pick, he's dropped nearly 200k now. That has been a catastrophe of a starting pick. So yep, shouldn't pick overpriced. I think next year I do like paying up in the midfield. I'm not sure if it's the correct thing to do, but I've only brought in one primo mid for the whole year, I think, and that's been Took Miller. We brought in Brayshaw, but we traded him in the buy round. But yeah, we only brought in one 800k plus mid, and it's round 16, so it felt super difficult to bring them in. So we did start. Yeah, I think next year we'll see how we go, see what the structure looks like. But I do not mind paying up. I think it's worked, but I'm not 100% sure if that's the right thing to do. So yep, we paid up for Whitfield in our trades, and yep, defense was all. Haynes has been fantastic. Daniel we got for like 560, so he's been unreal. So luckily, you saw him move into like up the ground mid roll, which is a little bit weird, but yeah, it's worked really well. Bench was solid, so Home was making money. Bianco was going to make some money. And midfield was pretty good. So paying 890 for Took, that might have been the wrong thing, because in terms of like points per price, I think we could have got more value elsewhere. But I think Took is a captain option, so it might be okay. I'm not sure, but Took's been great. He's given us a 120 and a 110. That's actually probably not enough for what we paid for him, but he does have Richmond at home this week, so I think that's probably going to be one of his easy games. Presti's out, so that midfield is pretty depleted right now. So if that works out and we get a great captain score, then I think it'll be a successful trade, hopefully. But yeah, there's always other value that we could be looking at. Yeah, Merritt was great. Should have captained him, but we captained Steele. I assume lots of people went for a Kelly or Taranto captain or a Parrish, so a few captains failed this week. But still 114, that's fine. Houston's been great since we got him in, underpriced player. So midfield or defense, scores well in both, but slight durability risk. But yeah, he's been good. Porter we held, shouldn't have held him, but it's whatever. Our rucks are Rob and Amadi. We used the Reeves loop, and our forward line paying 780 or something for Zeeble was a huge mistake. Yeah, I think we're a good lesson for next year. Aaron Hall has been great for us. We got him cheap. Langford we brought in. He's been really good, 85 and a 114. So he's gone up about 50k since we got him, or 40k I think. Hunter's been solid. Nick Hind, I haven't been tracking. I thought he was doing well, but apparently he's been plummeting in price. I think he's got a few games at Marvel coming up, which should help him, but I think the problem is he might be our only avenue to Grundy, I think, in terms of like chasing money. So, like for example, we could get rid of Bergman over Hind, but like Porter and Bergman for Grundy and a rookie, for example. But Bergman's like he's gonna probably go up like 50k or something. I haven't actually looked at the break evens, but I think it would make sense given he scored 100 last week, and that thing he scored like a 10 or something. That should be less effective in his rolling average, I think. So. Yep, Thilthorpe has been a failed trade in. We made like 20k for us. Finn McRae's dead, Rantel's dead. So we'll go through our trades for this week. Now, do we go for like a Pendlebury value option, or do we get Grundy? I think because we want to get Amadi off the field, he plays Nick Nat and West Coast defenders. That's going to be a pretty tough ask for him to score. And he doesn't even get to play it at home. So I think I want to bench Amadi. Still made some good money, I guess. So we can also get rid of Thilthorpe and let everyone else make money. So we're going to trade Riley Thilthorpe out for... this trading is just a bit frustrating. Throw a Marty there. And then we'll trade in Grundy. I think I just want to secure Grundy now because he's pretty cheap. He's definitely a captain option as well. So grab Grundy, $7.90. Not going to get much cheaper than that. I think it could probably wait a week, but I just want to get him now. Could go Pendlebury, but I think Grundy will outscore him comfortably. And then we need to do a downgrade. So our downgrade is Nick Hind. Throw Kelly forward. And we're going to grab Sharp in the midfield. Spelt it Sharp like Shannon Sharp. So I'll make those trades. Now, should we be getting rookies off the field and fielding Hind again? The problem with Hind is that he's going to bleed money, and I think he needs to go eventually anyway. So I think we're in a bit of a pickle here. And this also, getting Grundy, also allows us to field a bench of Marty. So whereas if we didn't get a ruckman, we would have to field a Marty this week. So I think this is actually the best play for our team. So that's the team. So unfortunately, we still field Bergman, Poulter, and Sharp, which is really bad at this point of the year. We should be probably full primo by now, but I think we'll get full primo in 3 weeks. So doing 1 up, 1 downs. Next week, we'll probably grab Dangerfield and see how we go. But actually, it might even be 4 weeks till we're full primo. Next week, we'll grab Danger and then see how we go. I think Bergman should have a lot of money tied up to him. And Poulter's got a lot of money. And then Highmore will have some money. Marty will make money. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. And we'll see you guys next week.